YouTube channels are kind of, there's crossover and then there's like a little bit less crossover. And what I've seen is like in the hip hop music making space, there are people who are doing a lot of like sampling and MPC kind of stuff. And then in like the electronic music space, there's a lot of people doing like the producer kind of in the box, or even like I like to do now more out of the box. But point is, um, if you're more like one of the guys who's like a producer electronic music like me kind of, you might have missed out on some really good content that's out there that's more like hip hop content. And one of the coolest ones for me is Mass Appeal, and they have this thing called Rhythm Roulette, where these producers are basically blindfolded and they're brought into a record store. And when you go into the record store, you pick out 3 records. You don't see what you're picking, okay? And from those 3 records, you're supposed to be able to make a beat. Often the records are really obscure, and that's like what's cool. It's a little bit not as great when the guys grab or like some soulful record from the 70s. It kind of comes out a little bit too easy, but like whatever. Point is that today we're going to do a rhythm roulette, and the rhythm roulette's going to be whatever I put my hands on. Now I'm not blindfolded, but I'm not going to look, okay? And by not looking, I will basically pick out 3 records that are going to be the records that then we'll make a song with today. The point of this is that you can make music out of anything. The records, it's all, I'm not doing this to make money off the records. I hope I don't get any copyright bullshit. But like, the point is like, I'm doing this for educational purposes so you can learn how to do something that people have done for 50 years now. And it's basically a creative process. Let's get into it. My records, okay, let me be fully transparent. That wall back there is like all electronic music, basically. So if I'm gonna go there, I know what I'm gonna get, okay? And down here, underneath the turntables, is classical music, a lot of folk music, all the things that are a little bit more 80s. So there's gonna be a lot more to pull from there. Let's see, because I don't have it organized. So the only thing that is organized is that there's one big swath of it that's like all classical music, so I won't go there. But maybe I'll go there knowing that I'm going to get something classical. But the point is that let's get 3 records, let's do a rhythm roulette, and let's see if we can make a beat with 3 records. Okay? I know it's in here, but I don't know where the hell anything is. Okay, so here goes 1. Let's see. 1. I'll put it to the side like this. 1. 2. I think that's 2. And 3. All right, this looks promising. Let's see what else is in the. Let's see what else is in here. Bruce Hornsby. Whoa, amazing. This is going to be probably pretty cool. Again, mid 80s. I got some cool records. Whoa, crazy. It's a score for a film called Good Morning Babylonia. And Good Morning Babylonia, I know nothing about, but it's from 1987, and the I think these things are like kind of amazing because come on, like where are you? Okay, you're gonna get that on Spotify? I don't think so. I'm pretty curious about this one. I think this one is gonna be really weird. So let's give it a go. I don't know. The album, I was expecting it to be, honestly, I was expecting it to be a little bit more vibrant and also powerful. It kind of was a little bit more on the folksy side, and for that reason, let's go Bruce Hornsby next. So we kind of go folksy again, I guess. Live records are so hard to sample, but in a way, I think that might work out in our favor. Okay, guys, so we're basically here. The last record that I have to still sample was the first one that was the 80s record. I'm guessing this is going to be like 80s synth kind of stuff, so it's probably going to be right up my alley, but I'm going to use the parts that I think will make it not super easy to make a remix, okay? So again, I'm going to take snippets because like for the reason I was saying before, I'll just take a couple snippets here and there. Look, you guys, the whole thing about making music is that it's supposed to be fun and have a good time with it and not take it too seriously and all that. So I think I have enough stuff. I know I got to get the Bruce Hornsby stuff. I didn't really record any of that. I'm going to get that recorded now as well. Got it. To build this out, what I want to do, the last little thing that I heard there, okay, so basically as of now, what I have are the two things that I recorded from all the things that I got. I realized before I turned on the screen recording that I had started messing with the audio file of the very last thing that I recorded. That's this. I started putting in some warp markers. I didn't do anything else to it, okay? Then I stopped myself because I realized I was basically already playing with stuff. Okay, anyway, so warp markers are playing here. I want to bring the tempo down, and then the other thing that I had that was that long thing that was like kind of a film score was this. So what I'd like to do is kind of get these to come together a little bit as we start to give myself a coherence to begin. I think that kind of harmonically has some kind of flow to it. So I'm gonna keep this, okay? And from here, I'm going to be able to build out on this. But what I need for me to have like some kind of percussive groundwork, I need some kind of kit or something to just give me. Okay, but then remember, I do want to kind of do most everything with the samples. So what I need to do, I'm going to do the following. I'm going to already move myself over into the arrangement. And the reason why is I'll be freer to work this way in a second. So let me just see here up here, and let me also work vertically downward so everything's organized. Now this file is this file, but this file can also be anywhere on the mix here. You see how that's working? So what I can also do is I can see if anything comes up like this, it's already going to maybe fit in. Already that first thing kind of worked, like a happy accident. Let me see that again. Check this first part out. You hear that? Put a reverb on that. duplicate because I'm going to just leave that like that. Take this off, take this off, take off the reverb here, color this a different way, keep myself organized, and then once that's all like that, what I can do, let's hear what we got with that. Let's lower the volume probably. Again, that also kind of cool. I'm going to break these down to 2 different parts as well. The turnaround works. This one doesn't work as good. Okay, but we'll keep the turnaround. So remember, we can just keep building up like that. So if I come down here again, give it a different color, maybe something like this. And again, organization is super important, I think, when you make music because it keeps things moving the right way and you don't have to waste time on the things that make you waste time. Remember, this is the sample, so we can move it around. Let's play with the song again. You guys hear that? So look at this. Just want this, okay? Now, once I got all this, I can even make it cooler because I can get in there, reprogram it based on where the slices are. So look, those were toms, right? Falling down to the hit. That's going to turn around. Use this simple reverb that's here. I'll just add a little bit more decay here. Maybe a little bit more delay here on the sends. Let's hear that again. Okay, sorry, we were here. It doesn't have to be a whole lot more complicated than that. I mean, that's basically a pretty cool beat with like a couple things going on. You know, a lot of the times people feel necessity to put like a really complicated thing together, but I think this is fine. What I might do is put a couple, like maybe put a kit here on the end. I took off the other one, but giving it the vibe of having just a little bit more support maybe, you know, so it's not so light. Let's just see how that would sound like. Let's see if I can do something real quick. Yeah, so that's a hip hop loop kind of. It's kind of vapory wavy. It's kind of synthy wavy. So okay, so basically, guys, that's how you do it if you wanted to get samples as a way of getting you inspired. And flipping samples is something, like I said, it's been around for 50 years. I did it today as a tutorial. I wanted you guys to see that it's a cool process and it's fun and you can come up with cool things. And it's not only for hip hop. You can do it for everything. This is kind of like a more vapor wavy, synth wavy kind of thing that came out. I think it's kind of cool. So yeah, let me know what you think. And thank you guys always, and see you soon.